I am Laura Montgomery. I am the AEA retired president, which is Arkansas Education Association. We, along with ARTA and almost all other educators across this state, work closely with one another. I come on this morning and I ask you to get involved, stay involved, be involved. I love your theme for today, Power of One. From the speakers that I've heard on this morning, I see myself in so many of their seats. I worked as a homeschool counselor, consultant, social worker. I got children ready for learning. So I know the heartbreaks, I know the hard time. But I also know doing school counseling, group counseling, and things of that sort, our children need us. You were there, you saw the need, you addressed the need. Well, education is in trouble today, folks. I know you know this, I'm not telling you anything different. Public education even has been attacked. We have to fight to keep education great. How many of you have one of these? Will you just hold it up, please? And hold it in your face. And this is what I would like for all of us to do. And those who don't have one, we can get you one. Let's just flip it. Let's flip it. We're flipping education. We're flipping it back to where it once was, where it can still be. Our children are suffering. We have new criteria that have come out for this year. All of our third graders who are not proficient has to pass a test or they're going to be retained. We have over 3,700 third graders that are not proficient. We have classroom teachers who need us. They need people like you and me to come in and help mentor them. I'm not asking you to go back in the classroom because one thing that I've heard while being on this road is, don't want the classroom. But you know, our teachers no longer have what many of you may remember, fair dismissal. They don't have that anymore. Our teachers don't have a lot of the tools that they once had. But what our teachers do have, they have you, because you have a voice. And your voice is so important. And you can go in because you don't have anything to lose. You work, you paid your dues. But our young teachers, you know, we sometimes, and I do it too, we beat up on them. It's because we don't always understand. And understanding is the best thing that any of us can have. So I say to you, Arkansas Education Association, along with ARTA and all of the other retired groups around this state, we all need to come together as one. We all need to help fight for public education. You all know that funding is in jeopardy. You all know that we no longer have all the monies that public schools need because we're sharing with homeschoolers. This year alone, the homeschool community got 4,100 vouchers. Now, you and I both know that many of the homeschoolers are being homeschooled by our former students who never got a high school education. So that explains why the Literacy Council has children that are not reading above third or fourth grade. There's just so many things going out there that we need to engage and support. We have an upcoming legislative session coming, and we need all educators on board. We're in the process of perhaps maybe putting together a lobbying day, or just our getting on the phone, calling and expressing our concerns for education. Because if we don't do it, then who will? So I'm not going to take up very much of your time, but I also would like to, at this time, extend an invitation to you. And many of you should have this in your hand. It is, how many of you remember the AEA days? You know, when we had the PD, we had the conference. Well, it's coming here to your city. It's going to be on November the 7th and 8th at the Convention Center. But we have something for the first time for our retirees. First of all, we're going to have a retired luncheon. And at that luncheon, we're going to bring someone from the Attorney General's office who will talk to us about scams and thefts. Because so many of us are being scammed. And not just the public, but our own children are stealing from us, or our neighbors, or whomever. But we're also going to bring in the NEA and its members' benefits, because many of us still buy cars, we're buying houses, we need loans, we need insurance, you know, we have needs. And we have with us the gentleman that was singing so well. Mr. Boyce Pearson is going to talk to us about our finances and why it's important. And I'm going to ask him to give you 1 minute. But before he comes, I would like for you to flip on the back, and you will see that these are some of the counties that we have been going into, just talking and trying to revive Arkansas Education Association because of COVID and because of our current legislators. We have lost a lot. Many of you may have paid your dues doing your payroll deduct. Well, we can't do that anymore. Nor can any educators, the superintendents, the administrators. No one can do that in Arkansas anymore. So that was a huge hit to our association, and that is to silence our voice. We don't want our voice silenced. So I do invite you to come out on November the 7th, join us for lunch, and we're also going to use your trolley and do the trolley here in the city. And at this time, if there's no questions from me, I'm going to ask Boyce to come up and talk to you just about a minute. And if any of you would like to renew your AEA membership or even join the AEA, we do have applications. The membership is $50 per year. Boyce, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Laura, for that wonderful presentation. My name is Boyce Pearson. I taught 39 years in Little Rock Public Schools, 1 year in North Rock Public Schools. And I do a lot of work here in Hot Springs. I have a family trust, so I pay real estate taxes. But one of the things that I found a need, I've been a member of Arkansas Education Association as long as I was teaching school, because that's our professional organization through the National Education Association. I go to Washington, D.C., I listen to the speakers, and I'm concerned about the public education. But on the other side of it, I'm concerned about our students. I taught financial literacy for over 25 years while I taught music in public schools. I taught the stock market games and the evening programs, after school programs. And now all I do now is teach financial literacy. I go into the schools occasionally. I teach finance, and our kids want to learn about finance. It is a dire need. If we're not teaching our kids, our children finance, they're missing it. I have a program called the Dollar Plan. I tell the students, for every dollar you make, you can only spend 75 cents of that in your living expenses. The other 25 cents you got to put into your investing in savings, and the last 10 cents you got to put into your charitable contributions. Teaching our kids to give back at an early age is what's going to keep them involved in our communities. And that's what we're not doing. And so I'm in and out of the school buildings. I see kids at McDonald's working, and I'm telling them they got to participate in this financial literacy and learning how to grow your money. All I do now is investment banking. And so what I do is part of the Arkansas Education Association. I teach to help retired members get control of their finances. And all of it starts with member benefits. I got a $800 discount on a Jeep that I bought a couple years ago. I get into to all the member benefits. I learn how to save and grow my money, which allows me to invest. And our kids, they want to know this. We have to learn to teach our kids financial literacy, our grandkids. That's what I'm doing now. And, you know, I know we got great pensions and Social Security and all of that, and we fine. But that dollar plan is what they want. They want to learn how to grow that. So come out, and I've been teaching the best money moves that we can make in 2025 as we cross the state talking to our members. But come out November the 7th when we have our retired luncheon, and we're going to get more involved with financial literacy.